Welcome back to Apex Academy, your ultimate home for all your crypto education. As always, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. One new stream almost every day, 8 p.m. East African time. So make sure you get tuned in not to miss an update. It's a wonderful chill evening right here in Nairobi. And as you can see, the crypto market doesn't look that good because we've had some significant declines in the past 24 hours. If you check, entire market cap, we are down by 7.47 trillion. Bitcoin is down 7%. So is Ethereum around 8%. When you go down, almost everything is going down tonight. But one thing that I would like to iron out clearly is that this is not a market crash, as people might have put it, but this is just one of the many flash corrections that we've always had in the cryptocurrency industry. Because in crypto, the market does not move in a single direction. We have a bull market, we have a bear market. In between, we have some corrections. This is just one of those corrections that is currently happening to scare away the paper hands, and such guys are known during such times. Because if you check Bitcoin, how it has been performing, uh, this is the line that we drew few weeks ago, and if I can just extend it further, so that you can see what has actually happened. There we have our line. Let me extend this other one. I want to extend the line. So here we go. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. So this is the line that we drew about a few days ago. And if you check, what has happened actually is that our support level has been broken. Because if you see the resistance level, we tried breaking the resistance level, but we still didn't close above it. We had a small bear trend here. We tried breaking again. We didn't close above the resistance. And along the way, because it's a 4-hour candle, you can see our support was broken. And as we all know, whenever a support is broken, it confirms that you are now in a bear trend. So are we really in a bear trend? I wouldn't say yes, because this is just a small flash correction, because this is basically a 4-hour candle. So this is 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours. So in between over the weekend, maybe we might see a rebound, but that will entirely depend on how leverage traders are going to behave, because they are some of the biggest contributors which have caused this slight drop, not really slight, but this sudden drop. Because if you see the amount of liquidation that has occurred in the last 24 hours, we've had over 73% of all longs being liquidated, amounting to over $32.89 million. So leverage traders, they come, they long the market, and with the aim of getting more gains, because they're using high leverage. And once they do this, they get wrecked, and things doesn't go in their way. And once this happens, they now start pulling out from the market. They remove their assets, and as you know, what happens when you remove assets from the industry, of course, market cap goes down. Market cap supply pricing, when you have that relationship, you know what happens. So this is one of the factors that has contributed to this sudden price drop. And also the FOMC, they had a meeting, because these guys normally meet 8 times in a year. So they say that inflation is staying uncomfortably high. And this is one of the factors that also contributed to this decline in the market. So basically, we have two factors. The first one is this stupid leverage traders. I'll call them stupid, because they try and long the market, short the market, and the repercussions are high, especially when using high leverage. And then we have FOMC. So they said the inflation is staying uncomfortably high, and this, of course, sent a wave of panic across the investors. And once this happened, of course, they came out, they pulled their money from the market, and that is why we are recording these sudden drops amid a good run that we had started to form. Because if you check, Also on CNBC, they said that this is a sudden crypto market drop sends Bitcoin below $22,000, because if you check right now, we are now at 21.5. We've started climbing up, which we might continue to climb up, because we can tell from this level, this is at 21,256. The next candle was basically a doji candle, and a doji candle is like form of a period of some consolidation, because neither the buyers nor the sellers are stronger than the other, and you can see the next candlestick is now a bull candle. So maybe we might try and come back up and maybe close above this support line, and let's just see and wait how that's going to play out. But for now, in the meantime, we have a new support region which is about at 21,256. So let's hope we don't go further and we don't break that support, because if we break that support, then things are going to move from bad to worse, because right now we are in the bad state and we don't anticipate for us to move from bad to worse. On a positive note, it's always important to note that such drops are always buying opportunities, because if you check ETH right now is at 1720. ETH may be down 8% in the last 24 hours. However, ETH is currently 100% up in the last 3 or so months, because I think back in is it March or April, ETH was trading at $800, less than $1,000. Right now, ETH is at $1,700. Even though it's down 8%, but still, it's way much higher compared to where it was 3 months ago. Bitcoin was at 1,800, 1,900. Look at it right now, $21,000. BNB 286. Few months ago, we were at 185. So even though we have a slight drop, but always bear in mind that this is for long term, and a slight drop or any bear trend is always a buying opportunity. So for those guys who are maybe speculating or saying that BNB is now above 300, I didn't get it below 300. You now have an opportunity. You can buy BNB below 300. You have an opportunity. You can get Cardano at 0.4. Sol was at $44 the other day. Right now, you have a chance. You can get Sol at $37. Polkadot is now at $7. What the all-time high for Polkadot? 55. You have a chance to get Polkadot at $7. It's down 9%, but as you all know, this is just for a short term. If you check how Polkadot has come from the time it was incepted to where it is right now, it has made tremendous gain. So just stick to the plan. A DCA hodl. Tomorrow is actually DCA Saturday, and actually I'm very happy because of this bear trend. I'll be able to get my coin of choice at a much lower price compared to where it was a few days ago. Yeah. So also, we have had some significant changes in the industry. I said Bitcoin plunged mostly the most in 2 months, dashing recovery hopes, but all is not lost, all is not done. We've seen that you're already now heading in the upward direction, and let's hope that we close above this support line, because if you close below the support line, then we might identify another region that we need now to be working on. That aside, back in South Africa, we have the South African Reserve Bank, that is the SARBs, and they have issued a guidance notice to banks to enable transactions that deal with crypto and exchange services. This is actually a good move, because it tells you that SA is now adopting crypto. It's now embracing this technology, because for an institution, this for such a reserve, for such a body to allow banks to incorporate crypto transactions, it implies that they are slowly adopting this technology and adopting this method. I have friends in SA whose bank account was actually the card was actually blocked simply because they're using that card to do a crypto transaction. But with this directive, I'm sure that's going to be lifted, and it's going to create more adoption. More people are going to get into crypto, because it's going to be easy to link your bank to these exchanges. You can use your card to make payments, and that creates a good rapport and a good environment in the cryptocurrency industry. Something else that also came out today is about the white pay. And white pay is one of the payment processors and a crypto platform as well. So they have launched coin payments in major technology stores in the Ukraine. So you remember back when there was this war between Ukraine and Russia, Ukraine were actually one of the biggest beneficiaries in donations in terms of crypto. They received more than, I think, $10 million worth of donations purely from crypto. So right now, this is one of the countries that are really adopting and embracing this technology fast, quick, and in a hurry, because you can also see WhitePay is now operating uh, this payment processing in Ukraine, and most of these firms that are now accepting cryptocurrency are mostly giant firms and technology firms. So you can see among the electronic retailers whose customers will now take advantage of the new service are platforms like Tezion, Stylus, which are managed leading online platform in the sector. So this implies that adoption is kicking in, whether you like it or not, whether you know how to perform a crypto transaction or not. In the next few years, most definitely you will have to know and you will have to perform a cryptocurrency transaction. Also, you can see here the article is still here. South African banking regulator, de-risking crypto firms potentially creates opacity in financial conduct, and that's what we just discussed in the last few minutes. So, not much has happened. We are eagerly anticipating for the ETH merge. That is when it is going to move from the proof of work to proof of stake mechanism, and that is of course projected to create a rally in the ETH ecosystem, and especially the two coins, that is the Ethereum as well as the Ethereum Classic. So the weekend is here. Let's wait and see how the market is going to behave. I really hope that we're going to have a recovery. Let's see where we are right now. Right now, we are still at 21,500. Let's wait and see if we'll be able to go back above 22,000, so that we know we are now heading in the right direction. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms at Apex Crypto Academy on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And join our next class in the academy. I think it's going to start sometime in September, because we are in the last stages of the current class. We're now handling trading. We're now handling what we call technical analysis, things to do with fundamental analysis. We've done spot trading. We're now venturing into futures trading. Before then, we go to risk management, so that we have a proper glimpse and a proper grasp of the market. So good night, good luck, and God bless.